Do you ever find yourself caught in negative self talk, or maybe stuck in a rut, or overwhelmed by life's challenges? It is time to shift your perspective and unlock the power of a positive mindset, my friend. My name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, Quiet Confident Woman. My passion is truly building confidence in women, especially introverted women, and supporting you in building a life and a business around what brings you joy through simple systems that provide peace in your life. If you don't already get emails, why not? You're going to want to get them. The link to that is in the notes below. I want to share with you some things that can create a positive mindset. The things that we are thinking and saying, the positivity that we have can overflow into others throughout our entire day, much like negative thinking can overflow throughout our entire day. So wouldn't we want to have a positive, uplifting day versus a negative, nothing going right kind of a day? So I'm going to share some things with you, but I have a question for you first. Who is the person that is speaking to you most frequently? Or maybe the person you listen to most frequently? Now, I don't know of any study that has shown this, but I would bet money that it is yourself. The things that we are thinking, the things that we are saying, we would never in a million years, most likely, say to someone else. It's just mean and hurtful. So why do we say them to ourselves? That is the first step into a positive mindset, is knowing your self-talk. What do you say to yourself? Just knowing the negative things that you're saying, whether they're right at the tip of your tongue and you know you always say them, or maybe they're more subconscious, they're a little bit deeper and you don't even realize it's something you're saying. Maybe you ask a friend to point things out to you, or maybe you just pay attention a little bit closer and they'll be revealed to you. But what things are you saying that you can flip in your head to create more positivity right away at the beginning of the day? The second thing that can create a positive mindset is gratitude. And whether you have, I would say it's a gratitude practice, but whether it's something that is very conscious, like you spend 10 minutes writing in a gratitude journal, different things that you are grateful for, or it's something that is just like kind of like clockwork. It's just a system you have in place where you wake up in the morning and you say a couple of things that you are grateful for. Thank you, Lord, for the sunshine today. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to have support and bringing the kids to different locations after school today. Thank you for whatever it is, whatever you are grateful for can certainly start your day on the right foot. So whether it's just something quick you say or something that you create, you carve out time to do on a daily basis, it can definitely flip that mindset into a positive mindset. And the whole reason that we would want to do this is because it spills over into the rest of our lives, creating more growth, more positivity, more things going the way that we want it to because we're thinking in a positive direction. Healthy habits is another thing that you can do to create a positive mindset. Now, it could be something that is more physical, like the foods that we're eating or exercise that we're doing and having some kind of a system or routine for that. Or it could be something more emotional. Maybe it's setting boundaries to keep us in kind of like a lane, I guess you could say, almost like bumpers on the side of a bowling lane. If you have boundaries, if you have a certain structure where the foods that you're eating fuel your body, the exercise you're doing, the thoughts you're thinking, if you have all of those healthy habits in place, when life happens, which it always is going to happen, but when life happens and there is a struggle that comes along, you have these systems and these things, these healthy habits in place where it can really just allow you to function without too much thinking, without too much stress. You already know, you already have healthy boundaries where you know that you're maybe not going to do certain things after 7 o'clock at night. So you know that during this challenging season, you can say no because you've said no in the past. And maybe you have healthy systems where you know that you get maybe a grocery routine where you know that you have food in the fridge for 2 weeks at a time. And that when this challenge comes up, you're already prepared. So those healthy habits can really, really help us be positive because they're in place. It's going through the motions. It's going to be easy after they are established. And not to mention, it can definitely increase your positivity by doing some of these things. Eating healthy definitely can increase positivity in your mood. Exercising can definitely increase and uplift your mood. Having healthy boundaries, if we're not surrounded by people that are negative and we choose to be in the space of people that are positive, that 100% can influence our positivity. So all really great things to think about and so many others in order to create healthy habits. Limiting beliefs are definitely something that can hold us back and not allow us to be in a positive space. And flipping those beliefs can be extremely empowering. Much like our self-talk that we mentioned earlier, limiting beliefs is more of like the underlying beliefs that we have. Maybe things that we were told over and over again since we were young, or things that we constantly say to ourselves over and over again to the point where we don't even realize that we're really saying it. Those negative thought processes that we create. The brain is so amazing, you guys. It's so amazing. So we can actually create a different neural pathway when we think different things. So right now, say we have a negative belief, let's just say negative belief around money. We think that there is no way, we always live paycheck to paycheck. There's no way we're ever going to make enough money to live comfortably, whatever that means to you. But maybe we've grown up with parents that live paycheck to paycheck or always been told different things to put us in a scarcity mindset and being afraid of spending money. And all of those things that we've thought and we've learned have gone down a certain path. So I want you to think of a dirt road and a vehicle that's driving down this dirt road. It takes the same path every single day, driving down the same path every single day. Right? What's going to happen after some amount of time? There's going to be these grooves that are made where the vehicle just automatically will go down that pathway, much like without even thinking about it. That's just the pathway that's created. You could drive that pathway with your eyes closed because it has the exact direction that you're going every single time. Now, if that vehicle decided to take a different path, it's going to go in the same direction, but it's going to be a little bit outside of its comfort zone. It's going to just move over just a little bit where there is no path. It's going to have to pay attention now. It's not going to be able to drive by itself. It's going to have to pay attention. But after time, traveling that path over and over again, there's going to be grooves right there that it will fall into. And because of erosion and wind and all this other kind of stuff, the other pathway will slowly get covered to where this new pathway is going to be easier to take. And our brains function like that, where when we tell ourselves a different thought, we are able to create a new pathway. Now, is it going to be created when you do it just once or twice? There might be a little bit of a mark there, but it's not going to be a groove, especially if the other pathway was done for years. And so this new neural pathway that you're creating by telling yourself positive things, by telling yourself, you know what, I am capable of building wealth. I am seeing money flow to me in ways I never even expected. When you are creating that pathway, that is going to become easier and easier. Now, over time, it may be that, especially starting, you might be on this new pathway and all of a sudden you get closer and closer to these old pathways. And what happens when you get closer and closer to a groove that was created in a vehicle, you kind of get sucked back in, right? And so you can kind of get sucked back in, but being aware of your limiting beliefs and your negative self-talk will be able to pull you out much quicker. It is. You can get out of that deep path when you're driving a vehicle, right? You can, but you have to make it like a harder turn in order to get to that new path. You just have to be aware. So create those new pathways by listening and knowing what that negative limiting belief is and creating a new one. Now, the last thing I want to mention, it kind of ties in to the negative self-talk and the limiting belief, is visualization. Visualization can bring you to positivity so much quicker than not having visualization at all. So closing your eyes and thinking and seeing where you want to be with something. So let's go back to the money example. You have a limiting belief that you are not going to be able to create abundance in finances. So the new belief that you have is you are capable of creating wealth. You are seeing wealth even in places that you didn't even expect. And so when you close your eyes, what are you seeing that gives you that wealth? Now, here I'm talking finances, and wealth can be so many different things. You can be wealthy because you are surrounded by people you love. You can be wealthy because you have tons of flexibility. Money doesn't create wealth like in the bigger, broader picture. So I'm just talking about money wealth at this point in time. So the wealth is a totally new topic for a totally different time, but I'm just talking money wealth right now. If that is your belief that you cannot increase your finances, visualize what it is that you desire. Is it that you can take a vacation every single year? Is it you take a vacation every single month? Is it that you can purchase a $500 pair of shoes whenever you would like to? Whatever is your wealthy lifestyle as far as finances go. Picture that. And that picturing is also going to create a deeper neural pathway. Our brain is very, very smart, but yet not so smart at some times. So what happens when you're thinking of these things and you're visualizing these things? The brain doesn't know the difference between reality and not reality. I don't want to say fake, but not reality. So when you are closing your eyes and you are visualizing how this money is coming to you, your brain is thinking, oh yeah, like I've been through this. This is how it's going to work. And then it will work that way. When you are closing your eyes and you're visualizing yourself on a vacation, your brain is saying, oh yeah, like I knew I was going to go on this vacation. Like I've been here before. I've seen it over and over again. It doesn't realize that it's not happened. So keep that in mind. Also, when you are speaking to yourself and you are listening to those negative limiting beliefs, because your brain also doesn't know that that's not happened. It believes it's true and is going to try to keep you safe by trying to create that different pathway. And you have to say, no, it is okay. I am safe going this direction. And you have to tell your brain through visualization and through speaking that this is truly the new pathway. This is the direction that we are going. By incorporating these different practices into your life, you can shift your mindset from negative to positive. And again, that overflows into everything that is going on throughout your day. One of my favorite things I love to do is walking alongside of people that want to adjust their life, implement a new system, implement a new pulse into their day that will bring them peace. And a lot of times we're like, how is that even going to happen? I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know where to start. And that is where I come in. If you want to work with me, please reach out. I would love nothing more than to support you in creating a life that is built around your particular family and also brings you peace in the way that is built for you. My name is Angie. I will see you next time, my friend.